Hi, my name is Lauren, and we are entering our third day of snow and ice here in Atlanta, Georgia. That's right, you heard that right. It's been snowy and icy, and we haven't been able to leave the house for 3 days. So I decided today I'm going to issue myself a challenge. I'm going to see what kind of delicious and creative recipes I can come up with using Kraft's brand new Philadelphia cooking cream, using the only ingredients that I can find in my kitchen and pantry right this moment. So come with me and let's see what I can come up with. I'll see you in a second. Alright, so we're back again, and we're going to start out with my first recipe of the day. I found a graham cracker crust in my pantry that I had bought for Christmas and didn't actually end up using. I've got another staple from the pantry. I've got peanut butter, I've got sweetened condensed milk, and I've got chocolate and vanilla. What does that sound like to you? That sounds like the makings of a no-bake cheesecake. So let's see if I can get this Kraft Philadelphia cooking cream to make an amazing no-bake cheesecake. What's really nice about this spoonable cream cheese here is that I'm not going to have to let it sit at room temperature. It's going to be soft enough to start on its own. So I'll add in all these ingredients and see what we can do. We got the sweetened condensed milk so that we don't need to add any sugar. We've got a little dog here that wants to join in the fun, but unfortunately she can't. It's too sweet for her. So we got our sweetened condensed milk. Pour in about a teaspoon or so of vanilla. Let me make sure I turn this down a little bit. I'm always generous with the vanilla. A little more never seems to hurt. Now we'll go ahead and add in our peanut butter while we've got the mixer stopped. There we go. Let's give this one more good nice mix. Now there are 3 other flavors of Kraft Philadelphia cooking cream. You've also got your savory garlic, your Italian cheese and herb, and your Santa Fe blend. We're all different flavors and all different flavor profiles that you can create just about anything. You can go into your pantry like I did, see what you got, and see what you could come up with. Alright, so we've got our peanut butter mixture all put in here. Let's give this one good mix around the edges to make sure everything gets all mixed in nice and good. Now, I've never been very good about creating a marbled look in any of my pies or cakes. So what I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I'm going to, instead of pouring half the peanut butter in and tinting the other half with chocolate, I'm going to go ahead and pour all of my chocolate in here. There we go. And just give this a few quick turns to get it somewhat mixed in, but still have the marbly appearance. There we go. Doesn't that look pretty? Now let's pour this into the pie shell. And this will stay in the fridge for about a half an hour to an hour until it's nice and set. And then we'll come back and cut into it and see how this test worked out for us. Oh, that looks gorgeous. Too bad we can't get into it right now, but we'll need to give this a little bit of time to set up. But that's the best part of having a no-bake cheesecake. It'll be ready before you know it, and you don't have to wait for the oven. So let's stick this in the fridge, and I'll get back to you soon. Alright, I'm back now, and actually it's been 24 hours since our last video. I pulled my cheesecake out of the fridge and gave it a taste, and while it tasted really good, it didn't quite have the look that I had originally hoped for. So thought about it overnight, and I came out with a great idea. You know, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. When life gives you soft cheesecake, you make cheesecake pudding. So we're going to rewind to yesterday in our heads, and instead of putting our cheesecake mixture into the graham cracker crusts, we're going to make a graham cracker pudding, a lot like a bread pudding, you know what I mean? Where you've got your, instead of Nilla wafers, we've got our graham crackers here. We got them all lining our dish. We've got that. And I took my cheesecake filling. It's not quite as pretty marbly as it was yesterday, but you can use your imagination. We'll add in a layer, the cheesecake on top of the graham crackers. And this could spread around. I don't have quite as much cheesecake as I did last night because, like I said, we dug into it a little bit, but you'll be able to see what we're doing here. So add the cheesecake, add another layer of graham crackers. There we go. And here comes the rest of the cheesecake mixture. So when you're eating things, you know, of course you always eat with your eyes first, as everybody always says. So presentation's a big part of things, and when my cheesecake didn't come out quite as smooth as I wanted, I knew I was going to be a little bit disappointed. So you know what? I came up with a new idea to make it look great and make it look as great as it tastes. On the top, I'm going to put a little bit of a mosaic kind of pattern to make it look even prettier. Fill in the holes. That's what I love about this brand new Kraft Philadelphia cooking cream is I never in a million years would have come up with this idea. And it was just using the cream and using the properties of the cream. I came up with an idea that I was happy with, I was proud of, and I'm very happy to be sharing with you. There we go. Now doesn't that look much better? So now this goes back into the fridge. We're going to pretend that yesterday didn't happen. It'll go in the fridge and set up for another hour or so. Alright, we've given this a little bit of time to set up. I want to give this a good little taste here. Gotta love the crunch from the graham crackers. You're going to get all the great flavors that you would for a chocolate and peanut butter cheesecake. But here, it looks like a bread pudding. Well, here we go. Let's see if we can get just a little bit more out. There we go. Now you can always serve this with a little bit of sweetened whipped cream or Cool Whip or something along those lines if you'd like. But now I'm entering day 4 of not being able to leave the house, so I've got no whipped cream to add to it. But, you know, that's always an option. Now, this tasted great yesterday. I have a feeling it'll still taste great today. And it really does. You're going to love this. It's great for presentation. It tastes great. It's going to look great. And it's something you can be proud of to serve your guests, and it's something that I'm proud to share with you. So always remember, when life doesn't always go your way, it can be always the mother of invention. Bye.